think the government is a part of it so they can regulate you, so they can legalize you. And, it's a patriarchy society. So just like how it came about, women were property and they went along with the property and all of those things. Take that out. So I think for me, if I fall in love with someone, I don't think I'll get married again. I think that I'll have a spiritual marriage rather than a legal marriage, because I just believe that a legal marriage is, you're just pledging your allegiance to the state that you live in and the government. And it's kind of a way, I don't know. I feel like I'm a rebel against the system. And it's just a way that they're, it's a way to rebel against the system, because my love is not determined by what the state says. This is a covenant between me and my partner and God, is what I think.
And they're making it a business. It comes down to it being a business.
Yeah.
So if my business, if I can switch and say I no longer want to do carpentry, and all of a sudden I want to start doing drywall or something, I can do that. It's a business.
So Jahar said,
making it a business.
Jahar said, how would you hold people accountable to the contract?
Like, but that's a business.
You can't make nobody do nothing. But on the other hand, marriage is a business. The business of marriage is a business because it encompasses all those things. Because when you're married, you're building wealth. The statistics are, when you have a two parent household, your household is more, you can build more, it's sustainable, and you both benefit more if you have that. And so the contract is like, when real estate, for example, I've never did this thing called a buyer's agreement, right? There's this buyer's agreement, like, you got to work with me. I don't like your commitment to me is verbal. If you decided that you don't want to be with me no more and you don't want to work with me, you want to work with somebody else, the door is open, baby.
Everyone, she's joking when she says that. She's always done them. She just does them a different way.
I've never done a buyer's contract ever in my life. Anybody can tell you, I've never done a contract with anybody regarding them having to work with me, because they know that my work ethic is so great that they want to work with me. The same as being married. Like, so how do you hold them to the contract? Well, the loyalty, like, you're trusting, because they're not going to be held to the contract whether you have a contract or not. So it's like, whether you have something in writing or not, that's not going to keep somebody.
And we made the comment yesterday, April, how many happily married people do you know? Can you name 5?
No.
Okay. But now happily in a relationship, people, you probably can. You sit up and say, they because they're together. They're together not because of the piece of paper, not because of the law, because, like I said, in the Bible, before they had this piece of paper, whoever you slept with, you was married to. That's why they say the men had so many wives.
Happy is subjective, and happy could be at any point of time, any given time. So yes, today I'm happy with him. Tomorrow I'm not. I'm not so happy. Today he's the love of my life. Tomorrow he makes me sick.
Oh, 100%. But that would be if I were married or not. And this is one thing for me, Constance. Let's just be real here, right? You love me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Constance, I get on Constance's last and final nerve at least twice a week, right? At least, well, more than that, maybe. But that's one of the ways that I said, okay, you know what? Maybe I can get married. I have friends that I have been in relationships with since I was 5, right? Going back that far. And we all have different personalities. We have different everything. And I'm like, being able to be around these people, now I have to realize that if I'm going to be in a relationship with my husband, that I have to change my mindset and understand that if I can have a relationship with these people, I can have a relationship with him. If I was willing to work with my girlfriends to have those relationships, then I should be willing to do the same thing for my husband. And I think that that's what that's another problem, is people are willing to work so hard on the friendships that they've had since they were children, but not willing to do the same thing for their spouse.
Because they've made it a business.
Right. Well, and so it's funny
your friendship with Constance is your friendship. It is a love relationship where you guys are growing together. How, she tells you you're good. She tells you you're bad. You tell her you're good. You tell her you're bad. And you guys can really have those honest conversations.